Ule mayang diule ule dengan Tuannya putri ku tahu asal usulmu yang laut balik ke laut yang darat balik ke darat nasi berwarna hamba sembahkan. Welcome to a revamp Erie Asia. I'm still Shah, but this time Erie Asia is back with a brand new team. As you can hear just now, we now have our own theme song with an eerie legend behind it. But that is a story for another video. Before we move on to our story, I would like to let you all know that with our brand new team, we will be uploading a new video every Friday. So, as I told you in my previous video from 1 year ago, I know, on this episode, I will be telling you two stories about haunted hotels. And without further ado, for the first time ever, here is Eerie Asia's disclaimer.
The stories you are about to hear on Eerie Asia are for entertainment purposes only. There is no evidence to support their truth. Please do not be influenced by anything you are about to hear.
I'm Mia. The story I'm about to share with you happened to me 2 years ago. My friend Lisa and I went to Bali for a holiday. Lisa and I often go for trips together, and it was our second trip to Bali. We booked a nice hotel in Nusa Dua this time. However, upon arrival, we were told that the hotel was fully booked and we had been relocated to another hotel nearby. Disappointed, we were left with no choice but to accept the alternative accommodation. As soon as we arrived at the place, the first thing we noticed was how run down the place was. Mia, I have a bad feeling about this place, said Lisa to me. I convinced her that the building is just a bit old. When deep inside, I feel a little bit uneasy too. I don't like this place, it's too scary. Let's stay someplace else, suggested Lisa as we were being checked in. Don't be silly. It's going to cost us a fortune to get a room at this place at this time. We'll just stay here. Everything will be fine. The building is just a bit old. There's nothing to worry about. Reluctantly, Lisa followed me into our room. The hallway was a bit dark and too quiet. Apart from that, the room looks fine. After relaxing for a while, we decided to have a dip at the pool. We spent a couple of hours at the pool, and the pool area was really nice. Lisa seems to be more comfortable about staying at the hotel. Before sunset, we decided to go back to the room and get ready for dinner. Oh no, Mia! I think I left my glasses at the pool. I'm going to go down real quick to get them, said Lisa as soon as we get into our room. You go ahead. I'll shower while you go get your glasses then, I told her. Lisa went down to get her glasses and I went into the shower. A few minutes in, I realized I forgot to take my facial wash from the bag. Moments later, I heard Lisa came into the room. Lisa? Is that you? Can you help me get my facial wash from my bag? I yelled from the shower. Lisa didn't answer. Lisa? I yelled again. Then I heard a knock on the bathroom door. I opened the door slightly and what I thought was Lisa hands over my facial wash. As I take the facial wash from Lisa, my hand slightly brushed hers, but enough for me to feel how cold her hand was. I didn't think too much of it at that time, and I continued to shower. Shortly after that, I heard crying from inside the room. Why the hell is she crying now? I thought to myself, innocently thinking it was Lisa who was crying. I finished up and went out of the shower. Immediately, I found myself alone in the room. She might have gone out to calm herself, I thought. Not long after that, Lisa came in looking all cheerful like nothing happened. It weirded me out. Hey, you're okay? I heard you crying when I was in the shower just now. I asked. Huh? What are you saying? I just came up, said Lisa with a confused look on her face. What? You were here. You handed me the facial wash. You don't have to hide anything from me. You know that, right? I tried to convince her into telling me what was bothering her. I was at the pool the entire time. I bumped into this other guest when I was getting my glasses and we had a little chat. I literally just came up. But then, who? Before I can finish my sentence, the bathroom door closed with a loud noise like someone was slamming it shut angrily. We immediately went to the front desk to get a room change. We checked out the next day. A few years ago, my husband and I went to China for our honeymoon. Since we don't have a massive budget, we decided to stay at a mid-range hotel. Despite it being a mid-range hotel, the hotel we stayed at was really big with over 200 rooms. We arrived late in the afternoon, so we quickly checked in and went to our room to get some rest before we did anything else. Our room was on the 8th floor. The ambience on the 8th floor corridor is a bit different from the hotel lobby. It was dim and gloomy, a little bit creepy, I must say. We showered and laid down on our bed, talking about how happy we were being married and having the opportunity to travel to another country. After a few minutes, we dozed off. The hours sitting in the airplane was exhausting. I don't know how long we were asleep for, but we were woken up by what we thought was a lady screaming at the corridor. The sun was already set by that time, and both of us were hungry. Let's order room service for dinner. I'm too tired and jet lagged to go explore, my husband suggested. But we're in another country with lots to see. Let's go to the hotel's restaurant at least, I said. My husband just looked at me and smiled as he shook his head. So we went to the hotel's restaurant. They have this outdoor seating, decorated with some kind of plants. It was a nice garden. While waiting for our food to come, I couldn't help but notice a lady dressed up in Chinese traditional costume, like a princess or an empress would wear. She was walking slowly behind the vines. Her skin was pearly white and her shiny black hair was pulled in a bun. On her head was this big black headdress decorated with pearls. She was aged but beautiful. There must be a performance of some sort happening here at the hotel, I thought. But despite all that, the more I looked at her, the more nervous I got. There was something off about her. My thoughts were interrupted when the waiter came with our food. When I looked back, she was gone. Where did she go so fast? My husband asked. Late for her show, maybe? I don't know. But it would be nice to watch it, don't you think? I said to my husband. Yeah, it would be an experience. He agreed. We enjoyed our dinner and made our way to our room. We had to walk through the lobby, so I decided to ask the front desk staff about the performance or show they had. I thought it would be interesting to see the lady perform on stage or something. But then I was told that there were no such things. When I told the staff that I saw one of their actresses at the restaurant, he looked so nervous and insisted that there is no such thing going on at the hotel. Both my husband and I thought he was acting weird, but we just brushed it off and carried on to our room. As the elevator door was opening at the 8th floor, I saw her again, passing by in front of the elevator. My husband saw her too. He gave me a nudge, and when the elevator door fully opened, I quickly stepped out. I wanted to ask her if she was performing for a show. Maybe we can go watch it. But she was not there. Well, that was fast, I said, disappointed. My husband shrugged, and we walked towards our room. Our room was at the far end of the corridor. As we were walking, I heard a third pair of footsteps behind us. There was something about it that made me uneasy. I held my husband's hand tightly. The footsteps got faster and faster, so my husband and I turned around. The lady in the costume was charging at us, and she did not look happy. The scary thing was, she was see through. Petrified, both of us just stood there. As she was about to run into us, she disappeared. Needless to say, we grabbed our stuff and checked out immediately. And there you go. I personally haven't had many eerie experience in hotel rooms, so I'm not sure how I would react if I'm in that situation. But if you have your own creepy hotel room experience, you can always share it in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the story, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on that bell notification so you won't miss our next videos. I'll see you again next Friday on